Okay, so I can start. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to today's webinar, and thank you for joining us. Myself, Shiv Kumar, and I am a part of admissions team at Welingkar Institute of Management. The topic for today is CMAT preparation strategy for the toppers, by the toppers, presented by our very own students. And also today's session, about CMAT, which is an alternative exam that one can appear and realize your dream of getting into a top B school. As you all know, MBA is one of the most sought after programs across the globe. While many want to pursue an MBA program, there's one question that always stuck in their mind is as to which institute should I choose and which entrance exam do I need to write. Since CAT and ZAT everything is over, CMAT is one of the entrance exam that is it is a nationalized entrance exam that I can say. So in this backdrop, we have chosen this topic to help you out with, defining your strategies with the help of our students for the toppers by the toppers. Without any delay, let me introduce our toppers in CMAT for today's session. We have with us Diksha Singh. She is a BA Literature pass out and currently pursuing e-business, PGDM e-business in Bangalore campus. And she has scored a CMAT percentile of 98.75. Welcome on board, Diksha.
Thank you, sir.
We have Siddharth, who is a BCom graduate, currently pursuing e-business, PGDM e-business in Bangalore campus. He has got scored CMAT percentile of 99.64 with an All India rank of 212.
Hello, sir.
Welcome on board, Siddharth. We also have Mansi, a computer engineer, currently pursuing PGDM at Mumbai campus. She scored 99.90 percentile in CMAT with an All India rank of 57. Welcome on board, Mansi, today's session. Before we get into the strategy of CMAT, I'd like to run through a quick presentation about Welingkar, right? So let me start a presentation of Welingkar, which I'll just take 5 to 10 minutes time, and then we'll start with the strategy for CMAT preparation. One second. Yeah, right now the applications are open and we are closing our applications on 22nd of April for phase 2. Students who are writing CMAT can apply right now and submit the application within 22nd of April. It's not only for CMAT students, students who have missed to apply through their CAT, ZAT or ATMA, FEB and GMAT scores can also apply now. So as you all know, we have two campuses, one in Mumbai and the other one in Bangalore. Mumbai is almost a 46-year-old institute with NIRF ranking of almost 73. And Bangalore is a 16-year-old institute. We are located in Electronic City. And we are ranked, NIRF rank is around 100 to 125. Therefore, we don't have the exact ranking mentioned. We are in 100 to 125. These are some of the programs that we offer both in Mumbai and Bangalore campus. Like say, for example, like in Mumbai, these are the 8 programs that we offer, and the intake, the start of the year of the program is mentioned in the slide. We have started our PGDM in the year 1994, and the intake is 180 seats. We also have PGDM e-business, PGDM business design, PGDM healthcare, PGDM rural management, PGDM retail management, research and business analytics, media and entertainment. These are the 8 programs that we offer at Mumbai campus with an overall intake of 720. Out of these 8 programs, the 4 programs like PGDM, PGDM e-business, PGDM business design and innovation, PGDM Research and Business Analytics. These are the 4 programs that are being offered in Bangalore campus with an intake of overall intake of 270. Now, the specializations that we offer at both Mumbai and Bangalore campuses are like the general specializations you have, like human HR, marketing, finance, and operations. There are other programs like these specializations are offered only in PGDM, PGDM e-business, PGDM Research and Business Analytics, and PGDM Retail Management. And other programs, we don't have specializations, we have verticals, except healthcare management. In healthcare management, we offer hospital administration, pharmaceutical, and life sciences. These are the 2 specializations that we offer in healthcare management. See, these are the 4 programs that are being offered in both the campuses. Coming to the placements, the current batch, which is passed out 22-24, we have an highest package of 14.64 at Bangalore campus and average of 10.36 for PGDM program. EBIS has highest of 17.63 and the average of 11.43. Business design and innovation has the highest of 16.8 with an average of 11.47. Research and Business Analytics of Bangalore campus program has an highest of 17.63 with an average of 11 lakhs 20,000. Some of the prominent recruiters that I've mentioned here is Red Bull, Dell, Wipro, Deloitte, Digit, Infosys, PwC, Oracle Financial Services. We have Birla Soft, SAP Labs, Envision, Scrabble, V2 Retail, Accenture, ICICI Bank. Landmark Dubai also has hired students from business design and innovation and also from e-business into the HR department, right? Cafe Coffee Day, KPMG India, Contio, and Jubilant Motors. There are about 80 plus companies that visit Bangalore campus for placements. And I've mentioned these are some of the prominent companies that do visit on a regular basis. So highlights of Mumbai placements for the year 22-24. PGDM highest is 24 with an average of 13.13. E-business highest is 18.16 with an average of 12.47. Research and business analytics, we have got the highest package of 40 lakhs. I think this is with Bloomberg. With an average of 13.51. Business design in Mumbai campus has an highest of 18.16 with an average of 13.20. Healthcare management, it's the same 18.6 with an highest and average of 12.6. Rural management, again, it is 18.8 highest with an average of 12.69. Retail, we had an highest package offered this year at 24 lakhs with an average package of 12.52. Media and entertainment, again, it is 18.16 with the highest and the average is 11.93. So these are some of the companies. I think more than 100, close to 150 plus companies visit Mumbai campus for placements. I have just mentioned few like Hero, Motorcorp, Vedanta, Mahindra Finance, JM Financials, HDFC Life, TransUnion, Deloitte, Accenture, Capgemini, DHL, Hexaware, Tata Trent, Barclays, ENY, Bloomberg, Amazon, Goldman Sachs, Invesco, Practice, and CBRE. These are some of the companies that I have mentioned which comes regularly and hire our students across all programs. Selection criteria for 24-26 would be like the weightage part that is given for the entrance exam is around 40%. We accept CAT, ZAT, GMAT, CMAT, and ATMA. ATMA we are accepting only February 1 and GMAT last 3 years course are accepted. And the academics, weightage for the academics means your 10th, 12th, and graduation would be around 15%. We also conduct a group discussion and personal interview. We call it as a group activity that will have a weightage of around 40% with extracurriculars being assigned weightage of 5%. This is the selection criteria for 24-26. These are the entrance exams that we accept and the cutoffs that are mentioned. If you look at Mumbai campus, see, we accept CAT, ZAT, GMAT, CMAT, and ATMA. As I mentioned, ATMA is only February ATMA. GMAT last 3 years course that we accept. We have categorized our programs into 3 categories. If you see the table, the first one at Mumbai campus, PGDM, PGDM e-business, PGDM research and business analytics. The cutoff is 80 in CAT, ZAT, and GMAT, and CMAT and ATMA it is 85. The second category of the program, that is retail management, PGDM media and entertainment, PGDM business design, we have a cutoff of 75 in CAD, ZAT, and GMAT, and 80 in ATMA and CMAT. The third program, I mean, the third category of the program is PGDM Healthcare and PGDM Rural Management. We accept 70 percentile across all the entrance exams that we accept, CAT, ZAT, GMAT, CMAT, and ATMA. Coming to Bangalore, it's the same like PGDM, PGDM e-business, and PGDM RBA has been categorized into one segment where we accept the cutoff is 75 in CAT, ZAT, and GMAT. CMAT and ATMA it is 80, whereas in PGDM business design and innovation, 70 across all these entrance exams like CAT, ZAT, GMAT, CMAT, and ATMA is okay. These are the cutoffs for your reference. I mean, this is not relevant right now. If you are applying to Welingkar Institute, please do this. Uh, Choosing the right program, what you have to do is check your background, identify your strengths and interests, work experience and career goals, speak to the current students and alumni. You also connect with our students on LinkedIn and then ask questions. If you have any queries, you can also connect with any of our Welingkar helpline numbers are mentioned on the website. You can talk to our counselors before applying or while choosing the program. Phase two, as I mentioned, the last date to apply 22nd April 2024. The tests accepted are CAT, ZAT, GMAT, CMAT, and ATMA. We have one common application for both Mumbai and Bangalore campuses, and we have one common selection process. Only in the once we announce the final merit list, you will get to know which campus you have been, which campus, which program you have been selected, and which program and which campus you have been waitlisted. The fees is 7 lakhs per annum, that is 14 lakhs per for 2 years. And then you also have the hostel fees, which is extra. Hostel is not mandatory in Mumbai, but the hostel facility is available. In Bangalore, hostel is mandatory at least for the first year. You can go on this link, welingkar.org, and apply for phase two application. So that's about the Welingkar, quick presentation about Welingkar. Let me come back to the today's webinar, asking our students like what was their CMAT strategy, or what did they, how did they prepare for CMAT, and also how it is different from the other exams. Since CMAT has 5 sections, if I'm not wrong, last year they had quantitative techniques and data interpretation, logical reasoning, language comprehension, general awareness, innovation, and entrepreneurship. See, here we have Siddharth, Diksha, and Mansi. They'll help you out. I would ask Siddharth or Mansi to take a lead and then, share your experience or, your CMAT preparation strategy with the upcoming CMAT aspirants. Over to you, Siddharth. Siddharth, Mansi, or Diksha, anybody can take the lead.
So let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Siddharth Singh. I was born and brought up from Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and I have completed my graduation from Delhi University in the field of BCom. And later, I have worked in the family business for around 1 year by handling the cash flows, etc. And currently, I am pursuing my PDDM e-business from Welingkar, Bangalore. So I think I should start with verbal ability first. So basically, in verbal ability, what I have done is that I have categorized the verbal ability section into 3 parts. First part could be the vocabulary section, and second part could be grammar section, and third part would be my reading section. So according to me, vocabulary part is one of the important part if we considered as a CMAT point of view. And like knowing the root words, according to me, is very important. So if we do not know the exact meaning of the word, we can just use that root word to get close to that word meaning, so that we can eliminate the option using that. So that I have basically categorized some part of vocabulary, like words related to phobia, mania, and killing, that is used for side words as a root word. And these kind of words would very repeatedly used in CMAT exams. So this is my basically about vocabulary. And if I elaborate, I basically prepared for some vocabulary part like idiom and phrases. You can take phrasal verb for that, and you can also get use of collective nouns, homophones, and about foreign words if you take it. And this will majorly cover a major part of your vocabulary. So, according to me, vocabulary would be a great key if you want to score well in CMAT or any other competitive exams. And my if I talk about my strategy for vocab part, so what I have done is that I have tell you about the topics. I have covered these topics, and I have used the key for vocabulary, the option elimination. Basically, if you do not know the exact meaning, you can get closer to that. And I what I used to do is that I revise the vocabulary at a regular period of time and put that vocabulary in the sentence, so can it can make me remember that words. And what I have also done is that I used to add a 10 new words daily in my bucket list. So and at end of the week I used to revise that words. So this is my for the vocabulary part, and I would like Diksha to tell us about the vocabulary part.
Uh, okay, so I'll first start with introducing myself. So, hello, I'm Diksha and I belong to Jharkhand. I'm currently pursuing a PG team from the prestigious Welingkar Institute of Management, and I intend to take finance as my specialization. I graduated with a degree in literature, and after that, I had a wonderful opportunity to work for an NGO focused on social causes for 2.5 years. I'm currently serving as a member of the Venture Club IPR core team in Welingkar, and I look forward to this enriching exchange of ideas. So, firstly, let me tell you what I used to do, and probably this will help you too. First of all, uh, find a quiet room where you can minimize distractions. Secondly, don't go for whole chapter syllabus at once, rather break it down into smaller and manageable tasks. This will help you achieve target and stay motivated. Thirdly, limit digital distractions and remind yourself of your goals and the reason you are studying. So, talking about the vocabulary. So, I for the vocabulary, I used to read that Wren and Martin book, uh, which every MBA aspirant would have read. And my main focus was practicing reading dense passages and identifying the main idea, supporting arguments, and the author's tone. So for this, I you can start with reading newspaper, which will help you in GK as well, and brush up on your basic grammar rules and uses to tackle questions related to sentence correction, error identification, and paragraph completion. So yeah, maybe Mansi can add to it.
Hello everyone, I am Mansi Palsule. So Shivkumar sir have already given us the introduction, so I will just skip that part. So today I would like to use this platform to share the strategies that I had used for CMAT. So around the same time last year, like most of you guys, I had taken all the exams like CAT, SNAP, ZAT, and MAT, every exam, entrance exam during that year, but didn't score well. But and fortunately for me, our CMAT exam kept on postponing till May, so it gave me time to prepare myself. So I was first thinking that okay, let me start preparing for CAT next year, like start the preparation right now itself. But the CMAT date kept on postponing. That's why I just said to myself, okay, one last final push. Let me give it my best in this exam. So, point being, do not get disheartened. Like, do not give up at this time. Even if you have not scored well in the previous exams, it does not matter. you have still got this exam, and right now it is enough time. Even if you start right now, it is enough time to score well. Like put your 100% and you can still crack that 99 percentile, 100 percentile mark. So start like adding to vocab what I did. So if you go online, you will just get list of frequently asked words. You will get list, and it is pretty common to every like every other exam. So you will get list of 5 to 600 or 500 to 600 words, and you can daily practice 30 words. So that would help for your vocab. And grammar would be a bit easy like compared to other exams. Just revise your basic grammar. And regarding the RC, yeah, you have to focus on your accuracy. Like speed is not going to be a problem in CMAT, but your accuracy is something that will matter. So practice on your accuracy while attempting your vocab and your RC. We do have some questions in chat, like how to prepare for GK. So for what I did for GK was I used to note down every single question that I encountered while solving mocks, while like giving sectional tests. I used to note down all the questions, and I used to prepare like every other list for sports and your government institutions, whatever it may be. I used to note down in the single notebook. And every day before starting my studies, I used to go through all those pages. I used to go through all the GK section, and this would also help you a day before your exam, so that all the GK whatever you have done, like it could be at a single place. And also, having said all of this stuff, like do not panic over GK. It is something that is not in your hand. So do not get stressed over that. Like focus on something that which is in your hand, like the cons, LR and VA sections and the IE sections. So do not stress so much on GK. Do whatever you can, like for the static GK. And for dynamic GK, you can go through the newspapers and like read about the current stuff. Anything you would like to add, guys?
So for GK, I would like to say that for GK, completing every part is not possible. So we must choose the part that it is likely to. That what I have done is that early I have done that I have marked the trend analysis for according to which area the question is coming from the past previous year. So I have analyzed the 5 to 6 year previous year paper and collected the topics from them. Like basically, latest appointment used to be an important topic. And if I take about the ranking of countries in the indexes and awards and honors, these topics used to come on a frequent basis. So it is very important to cover the repeated answer, as you cannot predict that what type of question will come in the next exam, but you should always be prepared for what they have asked on the past state. Anything from you, Diksha?
Would you like to add something?
For my GK, actually, I had already prepared for it as I was giving exams of TIS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. So my GK was already brushed up till then. So so I had a habit of reading newspaper daily in the morning. That was a must, and that helped me in that RC session also. So try covering static GK first, and then go after the rest.
Okay, I will take a pause. Like there is one question asked by Mr. Ravi Kumar Tiwari. He's saying my graduation aggregate. This is out of your CMAT strategy. He's asking a question to us, or you can also answer. My graduation aggregate is 58%, so it will affect during my placements. As far as my experience, it says some of the companies do visit. Which visit our campus, they ask 60% throughout. There you might have a problem hurdle. See, supposingly what happens is you have a dream company, say for example Accenture or some Deloitte or something. If they put this condition 60 throughout, then you will be out of this race. Otherwise, there are many other companies which they don't look at. They don't ask for 60 throughout. There is a little hurdle. Otherwise, yeah, many students who have with 58, 59 also got successfully placed in very good companies with very good packages. This is with my 17 years of experience I am saying this. So maybe students also can give the live scenario. Anything you want to say, Siddharth, on this, or we'll go to the next strategy part?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, only few companies are there which have a bracket of 60, 60, 60. I
Correct.
think it will not make much difference if a 50 candidate student will apply. I don't think it will
Therefore,
make much
see,
difference.
even if you see the eligibility criteria, no, we have clearly mentioned minimum 50% in the graduation. That is in line with the AICTE requirement. Right. Okay. Okay. Moving on to coming back to the CMAT preparation strategy. As I said, there are 5 sections. Most of you spoke about GK. Now my question is, like Siddharth or Mansi, if you can, or maybe Diksha, you can uh, share your experience in which section you have scored more and what was the strategy for it. Maybe data interpretation part or quantitative techniques or maybe a logical reasoning, which section you had scored more and what was your strategy for it. This will help students.
So for quants, like my first suggestion would be do not leave any topic while practicing. Like even if you're not comfortable with certain topics, like and you're thinking about okay, I will just skip that part. Please do not do that. For example, I was not comfortable with permutation and combination in quants, but I just thought okay, let me do the basic level of questions from that topic. I went through the mocks and the previous year question papers. I practiced those kind of those kind of sums from PNC. So the first thing would be do not skip any part. You like cover all the parts from QA and LR both the sections. Also, as per my analysis, each section has 20 questions. So out of those 20 questions, 12 questions would be fairly easy and 4 and 5 would be a bit like time consuming and the level would be easy to moderate, and there would be 2 3 questions that you might find difficult. So for that, like I used to do options method, like I used to substitute option. It might be a bit time consuming, but yeah, that's how I allotted my time. Like I used to give 50 to 60 minutes for QA. So you can go ahead with that.
Okay. Okay. See, I can understand, Mansi, you are from an engineering background. You have a touch with maths throughout your graduation and plus two. But the strategy I want to hear from Siddharth, since he is from a BCom background, and also Diksha from literature, what was their strategy for, the maths or whatever you call data interpretation or quantitative techniques?
So, sir, what I have done quants is that basically a quants in CMAT is not that much higher level. It is basically level 1 or level 2. You cannot go for level 3 questions for CMAT. So, by what Mansi has said, by covering the basic questions from all the topic, like covering all the topic is very important, as you cannot leave any common or topic which you are facing any difficulties, cause there might be chances that there might be a question from that topic and it will could be an easy question also. So covering a question, all questions is very important. So basically what my strategy was that I was intensively focused on arithmetic part, as you know that arithmetic part cover major chunk of the questions. And I think according to, at my time it was around 8 to 10 questions of arithmetic only, 8 to arithmetic question only. So I have done arithmetic questions, used to practice arithmetic question very at a very high pace. So arithmetic is very important if you want to score well in CMAT exam. Other than that, you cannot ignore other part also. You have to cover all the parts. Like for modern maths in this PNC and probability, what people used to do is people that they did not cover PNC and probability, and this easy question arrive in the exam, so they could not cover it. So according to me, use the basic questions for these topics, and for algebra you can do all the formulas vagera, and in geometry part you can just go with the formula with the level 1 or level 2 level questions. So it will be a great help for the students, uh, as the level of difficulty in CMAT is not much. So that's my strategy for quants.
Okay. Okay. So you mean to say before you get into this, check the level of difficulty and then proceed?
For sure, sir.
Okay.
It is very important.
Diksha, anything you want to add? Since you are also from a non-maths background or non-science background, it would be helpful for those who are, they'll be thinking, right, I am not from the maths background. It is very difficult for me to crack, quant section. Any inputs from you?
Sir, since I wasn't from math background, so I tried to cover mathematics tough chapter first, like geometry, algebra, and then go for number system so that the pressure is less. So I made small notes and covered one topic a day. Like I used to take one topic and I used to complete it, and adding up with the previous year question paper of that particular topic, and so that it will be helpful at the time of revision, and make a habit of solving mock daily, one DI daily, and LR and DI both were. I mean, the process of elimination was effective for that. You can eliminate choices that are obviously wrong, and then, so make a habit of gradually and regularly revising all the types of questions.
Okay.
And the more you expose yourself to various LR question types, the better you'll become at recognizing the patterns and applying the reasoning techniques. So utilize the mock test and practice problems to develop your critical thinking abilities.
Okay.
And for the data analysis is a significant part of QA and DI. So regularly practicing interpreting that data presented in charts, graphs, and tables, and they're also focus on identifying the patterns, trends, and relationships within the data. And once your basic is clear, then only you go for shortcuts and smart techniques like approximation. But always remember, these shortcuts are most effective when combined with a solid understanding of the underlying concepts.
Okay. Okay. I think one question is there. I think we have covered two sections, quants, data interpretation, general awareness, everything, GK. One question by one Muskan Gupta. From where did you prepare for innovation and entrepreneurship section?
So there are, for me, I took help of many YouTube videos.
Okay.
And I searched that topic online, innovation. There are many articles on that, and so I took that help. And also the news, for the daily news was helpful.
Okay. Siddharth Mansi?
So, sir, for innovation and entrepreneurship, I would say the current affair part covers the 50 to 60% of the innovation and entrepreneurship parts. Like what is the current standing, what is the India's in the index of like innovation. These things are covered by current affairs only. And for the static part, you can refer some YouTube videos, as Diksha said, and that's all for innovation part, I think. Innovation is very comfortable to, if you are reading regularly newspapers, you can cover most of the innovation questions. And for static part, you have to study the previous year paper and these kind of things.
And the terminology of the innovations, like you should know about that. What are venture capitalist? What is innovation? What is entrepreneurship? That you should know.
So for me, I just went through all the previous year question papers of CMAT, gave mocks, and referred online YouTube videos for IE. Yeah, it was a comfortable section for me. So out of 20, like every time during mocks as well as in the final exam, like final CMAT exam, like you can easily, like once you go through any basic course online, like a YouTube course, so you are able to solve 18 to 19 questions. So every time you will find one or two questions which would be out of box. So note them down, I would say, while giving your mocks, note them down, and just a day prior you can revise all those questions.
Okay. Shrikant, any other questions from the students? You have any questions to? Okay. Now, one thing that I have a doubt is with regards to negative marking. Is it there in CMAT? What
Yes.
is that?
Yes, sir.
Generally, I heard it is there in CAT and ZAT and even GMAT. But what about negative marking in CMAT? It is
Plus
there.
4
How did you
for
avoid it, or did you leave it blank? Did you answered it and then, in spite of knowing it is wrong, or you took a chance? What was that?
Sir, plus 4 is for the correct answer and minus 1 is for the negative. So I tried to identify the solvable problems quickly. And moving on, if you get stuck, and then you can always come back later if time permits. You can skip between the switch between the sections. So I identify solvable problems quickly, and the questions in which I had doubts, I used to do that process of elimination, and
Okay.
you have to take the risk sometimes. So that I did in some questions, but take hold of that negative mark.
Okay.
So for me, yeah, first solve all the questions that are possible, and then go to the time consuming or some like that you feel that are ambiguous. And then there is, yeah, concept of elimination of the options. Like you will feel that out of the 4 or 5 options, you are you're going for like the two of the correct one. You feel that 2 or 3 are correct, so at that time, educated guess works. Like I attempted all my questions, even though I knew there was a negative marking. I attempted all the questions, taking the risk. But it should be an educated guess. Yeah.
So, according to me, as Mansi said, the smart guess is very crucial in that CMAT exam because it is 1/4 of the marks which you have to lose. So, while guessing, I think if you are not sure between 4 options, you do not know totally of the question. So, it is not right to guess. So, if you are basically in between 2 options, so you can make a smart guess. But if you are totally confused in the question, so it is not a wise decision to take a fluke or taking a guess. So this could be a help.
Okay. Okay. I think Chandrahas sir is there online and he's taking some questions from the chat and he'll just post it. We'll just wait for the questions. I think we have covered almost all the sections of CMAT, right? Just waiting.
Just to share how I allotted time section wise, if
Okay.
it would be helpful for you guys. So for I gave 15 to 20 minutes. So either you know the question or you don't know the question. Similarly for GK, I gave 15 to 20 minutes. Either you know that question or you don't. And I was pretty confident in my LR. Sorry, I was pretty confident in my VA section. Or yeah, verbal ability. So I gave 20 to 25 minutes or 30 minutes maximum. So that, and it was the first section that I used to go for because I thought it was a bit easy for me. And then I used to cover quants and LR by giving 50 to 60 minutes each, because some of the questions you might find time consuming. Like LR is easy, but you might find it is time consuming. So I used to give 50 to 60 minutes for those class sections.
Oh, so for me, the order of the section was that I was first covering the verbal part, but excluded the RC part in it. So I used to do RC at the end. So in the verbal part, except RC, I used to cover everything, and later on I go for an LR, which was easy for me because I have practiced enough LR sets. So LR would be an easy task for me, and after LR I have go to the QA section, and for QA section, after the QA section, I have gone with the your GK section, because GK, if you know, if you don't know, then no other option you have. So, and after that, I have gone for innovation section, and last I have attempted the RC, which I have left it for the purpose.
I think one
Similarly,
student.
Hmm.
Sorry. I will just, I think one or two questions, three questions are there. Like, let me answer those. If you guys are okay, can you tell us your percentile? I mentioned it in the introduction part. Mansi has got 99.90 with an All India rank of 57. And then Siddharth has got 99.64 in CMAT with an All India rank of 212. And then Deeksha Singh has got 98.75 percentile. I don't know, one of the student he was asking. And the other question that Gaurav Tripathi is asking, not Gaurav Tripathi, sorry, Siddesh is asking, which roles did we get after rural management? So any idea, Mansi, you have, or should I mention?
So it is umbrella placement basically. So anybody can apply for any kind of job. You are not restricted to a single profile. So once you get into the program and the placement season starts, you can apply for any role that you are interested in. So it shouldn't be an restriction to you.
So I think I have a few details. They got into marketing. They are also placed as marketing analysts, business consultants, marketing executives, product supply chain officers, also digitization side, territory sales manager, and some of the top recruiters for rural management is Kansai Pens, Nerolac, Pidlite, Whirlpool, Mgage, Avance, DHFL, Keva, Schneider Electric, and then Ultratech Siemens, apart from the regular companies that do. As you said, no, Mansi, anybody can apply to any if they're interested and if they're matching their requirements. It's a sort of umbrella program, placements.
Shikumar sir, I just want to add one or two points over here
Okay.
with regards to rural management. Hi guys, this is Chandras here from Mumbai Welingkar Institute. With regards to rural management, it's a general management program. So as Mansi rightly said about the umbrella placements, with regards to placements, the agribusiness companies are there, IT companies are also there, BFSI is there, fintech companies, students are placed with FMCG, e-commerce, and digital domains are also students are placed with. So basically, it is a general management program. The same companies are coming for other programs, and the students also sitting for the same. So Accenture, Adani, Amol is also there. Aditya Birla is also there. Then HDFC Bank, Deloitte, EY, ICICI, Mahindra, ITC, Naira Group also students are placed with. All right, so UPL is also there. So such kind of companies, Schindler student is placed with. International placement also happens with rural management. Like last year, student is placed with international placement. This year also they are. I mean, the results are yet to announce. So that's how it is. All right.
Okay, see, probably when it program specific queries and all, we'll be doing a lot of webinars. When we do other sessions, students can ask. Now you can ask about CMAT preparation strategy, which will definitely help you. Of course, Shrikant sir from Cracku is there to get these things, but it is always better to listen from the student side, who have got experienced. I mean, recently, just 1 year back, they were there in the same place. I think one student is asking how many attempts for 99.99 percentile. How many attempts you took, Mansi, for 99.90? Was it one? Was it two?
It was my first attempt for CMAT.
First attempt. No, like the other thing that crop up is in your mind, were you preparing for CAT and ZAT and then you wrote CMAT? What was that strategy you had?
So I would say that CAT and ZAT are, in terms of difficulty levels, they are a bit difficult than CMAT. So if you have already taken CAT and ZAT, you would find that CMAT is much more easier. So speed won't be an issue here. You have to focus on accuracy. Like you can't make silly mistakes here. You can't like do any kind of mistakes here. So accuracy is kind of the thing that they are looking for. So practice as much as you can and focus on accuracy. That's the major difference that I find. The level is going to be easier, but like do not haphazardly attempt all the questions, but be careful and just focus on your accuracy.
I think there is also a little correction in the question. They meant the number of questions to attempt to get 99.99.
For me, I attempted so around like 99, 99 questions or 98 questions during my CMAT. Like I almost attempted all the questions.
Okay. Siddharth, any strategy from your side? Diksha, you can also share.
So basically, I have attempted around 97 to 98 questions in the CMAT exams, and for according to me, the part of the exam is that you have to maintain your accuracy. So, and for maintaining the accuracy, you can what do first is that you can have a mock strategy. You have to build your mock strategy very pretty well. So you can have a sectional mock at initial stage, from which you can cover every aspect of your sections, that what part you are weak. After that, you have to give a full length mock. And not only giving mock is important, proper analysis of mock is very important. In which area you are lagging, you must know. I think the last what you have scored in the last mock would be a replicate score of what you are going to score in the CMAT exam, according to me.
Yeah, just to add, like sometimes it happens that mocks are a bit difficult to like prepare the students. So don't worry. Like it may happen that CMAT might be the D day would be a bit easier than that. But you might be anxious, you might be nervous. Out of that, you might make some mistakes. So that's why giving mocks and having that psychological advantage. Once your admit cards are out, make sure that you give your mocks during the same time during which your final exam would be there. So if it is a pre-lunch your morning slot, give your mocks in during the morning slot. If it is going to be a post-lunch exam for you, then give your mocks after lunch, like follow the same pattern so that you have a psychological advantage. It doesn't feel any different on that day.
And one more point I would like to add: reach the center on time. I have seen many students who have missed the exam by delaying on just 2 or 3 minutes. They are late. So it is very important to reach the center on time.
Another important question for CMAT strategy. They are asking how much time someone should devote towards each section.
I guess Siddharth and I have covered that part. Like
Oh, sorry.
Diksha,
I
Diksha
was
was remaining. I guess we took the chat question. So Diksha, you can go ahead.
Okay, so the total duration was 180 minutes. We had 5 sections. So for me, more time consuming was the QA and LRDI part. So I covered it first, and then the WARC section because of the reading comprehension. After that, so I think that was covered in 1 hour, and after that I had still uh, that 1.5 hour. Sorry. After that, I covered GK and innovation in 20 minutes. Like it, I knew it or I didn't. So that happened in 20 minutes.
okay. I
So
think
just a suggestion, like you can appear your GK questions at the end. Do not start your GK question first, or else you will get anxious. So I don't know some question, like a lot of questions from here. Focus on your strengths, like whichever you find that I'm comfortable with that section, you can start with that, and make sure that you allot sufficient amount of time for LR and QA. So that is what your mocks are for. So in mock, you can try different strategies, like which section to appear first. Be comfortable with everything. Like you might be giving your 10 mocks starting your VA first, your verbal ability first, but it might happen on the day that, oh, you are not, for some reason, you are not able to solve those questions and you might get anxious again. So practice with different strategies in your mock. Find out what is working for yourself, and then you can choose the right thing at that moment.
Okay. I think a quick answer to this question is, which section should start first?
So it is up to you in which section you are bit comfortable, or you can make the strategy according to that. So for me, I was on good with vocabulary, and later that I have attempted logical reasoning, which was a strong part for me. So that have built confidence for me to attempt the next part of the which I was not comfortable, like in GK. So GK you cannot predict anything. So if you are attempting GK earlier, so it will might have a disadvantage for you. But if you have GK, if you have a strong point in GK, like you are preparing well for GK from the past like 1 year, so you can attempt that. But I will prefer go for a section in which you are stronger.
Okay. There is another question. Anything you want to add, Mansi or Diksha? Which section should we start first? I mean, the student.
So obviously for me, quantitative aptitude
Okay.
and the LR section and the work. GK and innovation aren't that time consuming, and so that could be attempted at last.
Okay.
Okay. So you attempted the one that you weren't comfortable with, that was more time consuming.
So that there is less pressure at the end, and I have time to rethink and go through all the questions again and see where did I go wrong and all.
Okay.
So for me, I started with VA because that was my strength, and then I went to IE. I found that it is like easier for me. So in just 15 minutes, I used to complete that section, and then I went for LR and QA, and then for the GCAT.
Okay. So the last question, I think we have, I think, another 6 to 7 minutes time with us. What is the difficulty level of CMAT as compared to CAT and ZAT? Hope I think all of you have given CAT and ZAT.
Yes, sir.
Then you must share your experience. What is the level of difficulty? I mean, compared to CMAT. I mean, level of CMAT as compared to CAT and ZAT.
CMAT has LOD 1 and 2 in some questions, and CAT has level of difficulty 2 and 3 and 1, and very rare.
So yeah, as mentioned before, CAT and compared to CAT and ZAT, CMAT would be much easier. If you have already taken those exams, you will find that it is much easier. There would, in each section there would be 1 or 2 questions that you might find difficult. So if you are targeting that 100 percentile score or that 99.99 percentile score, these are the questions that will like make or break it for you. So once when you're done with all the syllabus, and once you're confident that like the level 1 questions are easy for you, then you can go ahead with that. But those are also solvable questions. So once you're done with the level 1 questions, you can go for those. That would be only 1 or 2 in each section.
So as Mansi and Diksha told you about the CAT and ZAT, I would like to tell you about the SNAP exam. So if you have prepared well for decent for SNAP exam, CMAT could be a cakewalk for you, as in the SNAP exam, it is basically a time-based exam. You have to go like 1 minute each question, and level of difficulty is at par at CMAT. So if you are prepared for SNAP well, you can easily go through CMAT.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all from the student side. I think Shrikant, is there anything that we can, if you have any questions, we can answer, or can we? Okay, see, as I said, right now the applications are open. 22nd April, we are closing our applications. All the students, who are interested can go on our website, register yourself, fill the form and submit it. Once the CMAT results are announced, you will be given an option to upload the scores. Once that is done, like the shortlist for the GDPI would be announced. As soon as the CMAT results are out, we will give you an option to upload the scores. then the shortlist would be announced, and we'll be conducting the GDPI in Mumbai and Bangalore. It is an offline process. There is no online GDPI happening in phase 2. Right, like it is similar to like last year and this year, where we conducted our GDPI offline in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, and Indore in phase 1. Phase 2 we will be conducting only in Mumbai and Bangalore. If there is any other update with regards to Delhi as a location, we'll put it on the website. So it's that's simple. Like just update, apply now, upload your scores later. As I mentioned, the cutoffs, we are looking at CMAT 80 for Bangalore and 85 for Mumbai. The higher, I am talking about the highest cutoff, so that you are eligible across all the programs. And we have one common application for both Mumbai and Bangalore campuses. A student can choose 5 programs of Mumbai campus and 4 programs of Bangalore campus with one common application, and the fees is around 3,000 to fill the form. So that's the process. And then likely the GDPI would be held in the month of June, and July, mid, or something like tentatively the actual classes would be starting. Okay. See, Adarsh, the safe score is, see, we have many students. When we say the cutoff is 80 for Bangalore and 85 for Mumbai, there are cases where students with even 80 percentile got converted, and there are cases even with 90 percentile student got rejected. As I said, the weightage is only like what, 40% to your entrance exam. The remaining 60% weightage goes to your profile, your academics, your, profile in the sense your academics, your extracurriculars, and your performance, which is very crucial actually. That also has a weightage of 40%. So all put together, you will get a cumulative score, then we will decide on that. Otherwise, I have seen many people, even, when we say the cutoff is 80, there are many students with 80 percentile, and they have really did well in their GDPI process, and their profile is good, and they have got it, nothing like it. And there are even students calls me and then say, sir, I got 92 and I did well in my GDPI process, but still I have not got selected at Welingkar Institute. Both the cases are there. Otherwise, see, when we say the benchmark cutoff is 80, then you will get a call for GDPI process. The rest all depends on how you do well in the GDPI process, and your profile, everything will decide candidature for the final admission process. That's all, Shrikant. Any other questions we have? How is life at Welingkar? Wow. Student wants to know the life at Welingkar Institute. I think you are the best people.
Take that. Yeah. So life at any B school is going to be hectic, and so if you ask any MBA student, the first word they would say, it is going to be hectic.
Yes.
Yeah, likewise here also it is hectic, but you will have fun. You will get to learn a lot, especially from the faculty. We have great faculty here, so learning a lot from them, and great peers to learn from. And I would give like 100 points to the faculty. It has made my career. Like, I look forward to take mentoring sessions from them, so it is great.
Okay, life is great, but life is, hectic.
Yeah.
That is the word I like. Word of the day is hectic. I always say, inform this to the students when they come for, counseling, or when they ask, boss, your entire 2 years is completely packed at Welingkar. You don't even expect holidays except Diwali.
Yeah, don't expect holidays, right?
Correct, no? Even I see, students attending classes on Saturdays, Sundays, a lot of guest faculty coming in. I see whole Sunday. I'm not saying that every Sunday or every Saturday they have classes, or every, public holiday they have classes, but I see majority times they are also attending classes on Sundays. Correct, no, Diksha? Siddharth, I have seen you guys attending classes on...
This week we are having classes on Sunday.
Okay. So you want to share your experience, life at V School, Siddharth or Diksha, especially back?
The college functions 7 days a week with no specific day off. And so for sure you'll find a reasonable amount of students from diverse backgrounds who bring different ideas to the table, which will be an experience by itself. So professors challenge you, peers too, and the overall competitive environment will put you out of your comfort zone, which is what you should be prepared for.
Good. Okay, I think there are, Praveen is asking, I got shortlisted for phase 1 GDPI, but due to some reasons I could not. Will I need to apply again? No need to apply again. The same application, whoever has applied in phase 1, the same application will be considered in phase 2. If you have got less percentile in CAT or ZAT, or if you have forgot to mention or upload your scores, please do upload in phase 2. The same application will be considered in phase 2 as well. No need to apply again. That's all for the day. I think no more questions. I should thank Diksha, Siddharth, Mansi for sharing your experience with the upcoming CMAT aspirants, and thank you for taking your valuable time. I know you are all exhausted with your classes from morning till evening. Thank you so much. And before we end this session, I have a small suggestion to all the CMAT aspirants. Do's and don'ts during your CMAT. Check the level of difficulty. As I always inform the students, you need to prepare for your exam, not just reading. Not just by reading, you can't crack or score well in CMAT. Get a good night's sleep before your entrance exam. Aram se you relax for 6 to 7 hours so that the day is fresh and you can attend you can put your focus on CMAT preparation. And then don't is like, I mean, there are many things, but quickly to say, don't think too much about CMAT and it is everything, right? And then some people quit job to prepare only for entrance exams. Don't do that. There are many other alternatives. That's it from my end. Thank you. I thank all the aspirants for joining today's webinar, and I wish you all the best in your future assignments. Diksha, even Siddharth, Mansi, all the best to you as well. I think you are all now stepping into this internship part right now.
Yes.
Yes.
I wish you all the best. Thanks once again for joining and giving valuable insights to the CMAT aspirants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.